3, 2, 1, cue in. Welcome everyone to episode 7 of Q&A Sunshine Footy. Tonight we're in Townsville with the University Hawks and head coach Michael Trigg or Triggy. And hope to Christ you can hear me. Can you hear me? Perfect, mate. I'll just give a bit of a promo. So I think you moved up with your family back in '94 and been playing at the Hawks for around 17 years. Worked your way through the ranks, ended up captain, played in about 9 premierships. Is that right? Or played in 3 premierships? No, we'll talk it up, bro. Yeah, and you've been coaching through 2009 on and off till today, through working through the ranks. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just helping out. Yep.
Yeah, nice. And so how many you got on the track behind you tonight?
Oh, we got about 40, 45 tonight. So yeah, it's good numbers tonight. It's including the ladies. So yeah, it's good. That
was my segue actually, because your profile on the side is a very blended football club. So you've got both AFL, FFW, get it out, and the boys. And so how is things looking as far as recruitment this year? And have you managed to retain most of the guys from last year and girls? And how is the list looking?
Yeah, no, the list's looking really good. We've probably got a bit of a later start this year, but it's a bit of enthusiasm as well. The girls have held us together the last couple of seasons with their numbers, and they've kept us through the pre-season. And even tonight, we just got another half a dozen new guys down tonight. So with only 3 weeks to go until the season starts, it's starting to get a bit of energy and a bit of enthusiasm.
Yeah, exactly. Let me say AFLW again, because I was bumbling around trying to work out what I was saying. So anyway, moving on. So as far as players coming up to play for the Hawks, as far as transition with jobs and lifestyle, is it? Do you have many players from down south, like in Tasmania and Victoria and South Australia, coming up to play? And how easy is that transition as far as jobs and so on?
Yeah, look, majority of our players are from down south, and that's the nature of coming to Townsville. You're part of a community of people with the same interests, so AFL, and all the uni students that come every year, they're all from down south, most of them. Then we've got Army guys as well that might work with the Army, but they don't want to necessarily play with the Army guys on the weekends, so they'll come to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
What they can do for.
And as far as work goes, we've got a lot of tourism, hospitality. We've got labourers, jobs like that going around. We've got a lot of blokes that have been at the club for a long time now, and they came up to do their university degree, and then they've decided, hey, Townsville's a great place to live, and then they've started their own businesses up here. And so we've got quite a big network of professionals throughout town, and our reach goes pretty far, so we can pretty much we'd be able to open up a few doors and create opportunities for all sorts of careers, I guess.
Yeah, because that's obviously the big question when people talk about moving from the southern states. It's all around, want to make sure I get a job lined up and that. And I've looked at some of the photos that you sent through as far as the infrastructure of the club. It looks great. So the ground looks great, and there's plenty of investment in the AFL up there, isn't there?
Yeah, well, we this year we're actually playing our home games at Riverway Stadium, which is a multi-million-dollar stadium. It was built about 10 years ago. And the AFL have actually played a few pre-season games up here, and I believe they played a game 2 years ago, an actual league game as well. It was Suns and Saints, or North Melbourne, I think. So it's an amazing ground. We get to play there every other week.
So is that this just for this season, or is that ongoing, or?
Well, it's for this season, but hopefully we can work something out to keep playing there, in the future. But at the moment, I could tell you, but I'd have to shoot you. So
no, we're just saying it's a 12-month show. We'll see how we go. and the big question, obviously, or the big selling point about playing footy in Queensland is, throughout winter, you're actually playing in great conditions, isn't it? As far as How does that sit with you guys? I mean, is it mid-20s?
Yeah, it gets a bit hot at the start of the game, but by half time, you run around 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's beautiful. Just having a kick and a catch, and good skills. So wet weather footy doesn't typically. You might get 1 or 2 games a year in the wet, and even then, it's not the same as down south. So
yeah,
nice and warm.
And do you play many like twilight games, or is it mainly throughout the day? And do you play under lights? Is it televised games and stuff like that? How's that sit?
Yeah, we've got a couple of night games this year, so a couple of Friday night games under lights at Riverway Stadium, which is really exciting. You tend to get a few numbers that week.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to come out and have a kick. So it's good. Mixes it up, and then you got the weekend to enjoy.
And so, is this your first year at senior coaching, or did you do last year as well?
No, this is my first year as senior coach. I've been the assistant senior coach a number of years, just helping out. Just family commitments and things like that. Couldn't commit full time, but this year I was able to do that. So
and so you've got your AFL coaches rating and so on. So how are you planning for the year? Do you have good structure as far as what your game plan is? I mean, you don't want to give away your secrets, of course, but you're headlining as a top coach. So how's that all setting up as far as your game plan and so on?
Yeah, look, we're just progressing nicely at the moment, Ben. Just getting simple, basics, and I guess until you actually get out on have a few scratch matches and that, you don't really know the cattle.
That's true.
But we're just going through the basics and fitness and pressure and skills. So
1%ers. So what's that mountain in the background I can see where the boys and girls are training over the shoulder there?
Yeah, over there, that's Mount Stewart.
Great film work, Emma. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
There. No, great job. Mount Stewart.
9 kilometre run up there, mate. So.
Pre-season.
Yeah, maybe. Next year.
Next year, yeah. No, I've got a shot of that. That was my segue through to that piece, which is great. And so we said you've had a good, I suppose, recruitment drive from down south. I mean, have you managed to retain a lot of the guys from last year, and have you got a good nucleus of the side this year? And if you were looking for some players to top up, is there any positions you're looking to fill or anything like that?
Oh, look, we've kept the majority of our players from last year. There's still a couple that are and ahhing, but I think once they realise we've got the numbers and closer we get to games, they'll come back down. Look, mate, we're just after good people. If they can get a kick, even better.
Yeah. And we've had a fair bit of interest in the last couple of weeks of players looking to head up. So if you're looking to register and have a word with Triggy and sign up with the Hawks, down below here you'll see the Sunshine Footy link. So if you click on there, register your interest and mention you want to play for the Hawks, we can put you straight through. And and then the process works from there, which is pretty straightforward. Register, send through your resume, we'll send it through to Triggs, and we'll try and get you a job and set you up in Townsville. So is there any other selling points you want to give me, or you've given me your top shelf?
Nah, just living the dream up in North Queensland, mate. Come and join us.
Exactly, mate. Well, thank you for your time.
No
Emma,
worries,
hang on. Emma, have you got anything to say? Camera lady?
It's a great club. I've been here 4 years now. I don't know if you can see me.
There you go.
I've been here 4 years now. It's been absolutely awesome. It's my family here.
So hang on, where did you move from, Emma? Where did you move from?
It's a long story, but I'm originally a Victorian. So I grew up with AFL around me, but never played myself. I actually played my first game in London and then moved to Townsville and thought, that's what I'm doing. So,
wow, that's quite a circle. London to Townsville, Victoria. Jeez, that's a good story.
Yeah, no, it's not even the half of it, to be honest. But, so, it's a great club and a great social atmosphere. And like Tree said, we're just about building a good culture here. So, if you can have a kick, if you can catch, that doesn't really matter. As long as you're here to have fun and get around everyone, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, great. And so what are you doing for work up there?
I'm a qualified teacher, but I actually work with Indigenous girls help him transition to work. So I actually have quite a few connections myself in the
Nice.
business world through my job. So yeah, there's definitely plenty of work up here, that's for sure.
Yeah, great. All right. Well, thank you, Emma, for coming in. Well, I'll let you two get off to training. And thanks very much for taking the time. And as we said, register with us and we'll send you up to Townsville where there's beautiful one day, perfect the next. Oh.
Yep, good on you, Benny. See you, mate.
Benny. See ya.
Bye. Stay easy. Thanks, Emma. Bye.
See ya.